Okay, right now we have Mr. Arsalan, who recently went to Abad for his IELTS exam for his academic training, and we're going to ask him some of the questions and what was the type of exam over there, the environment, and a lot of other things. So, Arsalan, could you please tell us that what was the environment like? Was it a room, cabin?
For the 3 modules, for listening and reading and the writing, it was a big hall, and while for the other, the speaking one, it was a small, quiet room. There was no noise over there.
Okay, was it a male or female examiner?
For the speaking test, it was a female, aged female, and for other modules, there was 1 male and 2 females.
Okay. So, what time exactly your interview started?
Around 10:30.
Past 10
of the morning.
How long you had to wait for that?
After arriving at the hotel, I think around 15 minutes. I waited for 15 minutes.
Okay. So how much time it took overall for your interview? When they started your interview and then it finishes it. So how much time did it take?
12 to 13 minutes approximately.
Was there any wall clock over there?
No, there was not. No, there wasn't any wall clock.
Was any stopwatch around with the examiner?
It was just my guess that it was around 12 to 13 minutes.
So how she was noticing down the time?
She had some device.
Okay.
I think that was a mobile type thing.
Was that recorded?
Yes, it was recorded.
Was it a video recording, audio recording?
Yes, there was a audio recording as well as video recording device over there.
Okay, so let's come to that part 1. Okay, so when you entered over there, or she started the interview?
So first of all, she greeted me very well,
okay.
And after that, she tried to comfort me and to calm me down. There is a stress. There is always a stress. So after that, she started telling me some rules of the test. And after that, when she started, the first question was that what's your name? And after that, what do you do? And after that, she started right away with about the singing question. There was around 4 to 5 questions related to only singing.
Only singing,
which includes have you learned singing? And after that, I responded no, and I explained it why. And the next question was that do you like other people here singing? I responded yes, and I gave the reason as well. And after that, she asked me whether you would like to, at the present time, you would like to sing. And I said no. She said why, and I responded that I kind of think my voice is not up to that mark.
So she asked you some questions about singing. If you like somebody singing, you sing yourself. And what were the other questions she asked?
About singing, after that I don't remember exactly, but there was 2 or 3 questions related to singing.
I mean that she didn't ask you some questions related to your family and friends and hometown and some other questions that you really have in the part 1?
No.
That was an unusual part.
Yes,
part.
You can say.
So did it take like approximately 4 or 5 minutes, the part 1?
4 to 5 minutes, yes. I can say that because after the singing part in the part first, there was another thing. She asked me about puzzle game, like jigsaw puzzle and word puzzle or number puzzle. One question was that do you like puzzle when you were young? And I said yes, and she responded back me, what kind of puzzle did you like? Was that number puzzle or alphabet puzzle? and I responded back like it was alphabet puzzles, and then she asked me why, and I gave her a reason. And another question was that do you like solving puzzle when you are traveling in this age? And I said no, I want to enjoy the surroundings, overall surrounding of the travel. So that was the part was that I remember right now.
Okay. So for the part 2, so did she give you any kind of a cue card?
Yes, she gave me a cue card.
Were there any questions down there to help you out as well?
There was 3 questions.
There were 3 questions.
There were 3 questions.
Okay.
So
was it in form of a card or the piece of paper?
It was piece of paper. Well, in fact, it was the page was part of a book.
Okay.
A small book,
okay.
And it was
it out from there.
Yes.
Okay.
So the cue card said to me, a childhood friend you remember.
That is already the list that we provided you.
Yes, exactly. And I remember I had practiced 2 or 3 times.
That was much easier for you.
Yes.
You already prepared that topic before.
It was a very lucky of me. So the question beneath the cue card was that who was your friend? How did you met him? And where is he now? So I covered that question.
Those questions as well.
Yes, I covered those questions. And
did she note down the time on the stopwatch?
Yes.
Okay. And what did she say at the start? Did she give you some time to put down some piece of points on the piece of paper?
Yes, she allowed me for some time. And after that, she said to me, "Well, Arsalan, you can start speaking. You can start speaking now." And then I started. And after around 1.5 minutes or more or less, she asked me to stop right now. And
they usually stop you at the second minute.
Yes.
Okay.
It was, I think so. It was.
So you stopped yourself, or did she stop you?
She stopped.
You. It means that you spoke for over 120 seconds.
Yes.
They usually allow you to speak for 120 seconds, and then therefore they stop you from that.
Yes.
Okay. That's always good. Okay.
So after that,
there was part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Yes.
So,
the first question was that do you believe that the technology of the present time, of the present era, is affecting the friendship? And then I said yes, and she surprisingly asked me why so. So I told her that the physical time that the friends used to spend with each other it has now been shrink down because of the technology. And
it means that part 2 questions were related to. Sorry, the part 3 questions were related to the part 2.
Part 2.
Okay.
Yes, all of them.
Sometimes they don't ask you the question related to the part 2, the topic they ask you usually. Okay. What were the other questions?
So there were some other questions.
It's quite difficult to remember all of them, you know.
There was a lot of stress at the time. Although she tried to really comfort me.
Really friendly
yes,
during their interview.
They are really
motivating, they give you a lot of confidence.
Exactly.
They are really cooperative.
Yes.
Okay.
So the other questions, yes, and after that, after 2 or 3 questions, she again asked me that do you think that technology is important for the friends, among the friends? And I responded yes, and at that time I thought I am contradicting myself. Like in the first question, I responded no, that technology is exploiting the friendship, and after 2 or 3 questions, I was saying that yes, this technology is important. So it was a situation that I got stuck. But Alhamdulillah, I got out of that situation in the right next question. When she asked me about another question related to friendship, I really can't remember.
Okay.
But there was, I can easily say that there was 6 to 7 questions in the part 3. And all were related to the part 2, friendship and technology. It was like, yes, there was a question that do you like to take advice from parents or your friends in the teenage era? That was some question. And there were 1 or 2 more similar question related to that question.
Okay. What were the other topics that they asked from other guys that you met before or after?
Yes, there were 2 friends over there. The one, wait, let me remember. The one topic was that a friend, simple friend, not childhood friend. So a friend. While the other topic that was asked was that if there was any problem and a problem in your life that you tackle and how did you do that. And the third guy, he was asked a similar question as I told you before. And the other one was that, yes, one guy was given with a topic, talk on an object, your favorite object, just an object. So, these are the things that I remember.
What was the topic in your writing task 1?
So the writing task 1 consisted of a line graph.
Line graph.
Yes.
Okay.
There was we have to summarize the information related to the fuels which contain natural gas, coal and petroleum. The usage was ranged from 1920 to 1980, I guess, or something like that. And the part 2 consisted of, in some countries, the student go to the university which is close to their home, which is nearby home. While on the other hand, there are some countries where students want to go to the university other than their own city. So we have to give the advantages and disadvantages and our own opinion as well, whether the advantages outweighs the disadvantages. So
yes. Okay. So did you count the number of words for both the tasks, writing task 1 and 2?
Yes, I count the words. I did the task 2 first. Yes, as you told us about. And there was around there were 320, I guess, 320 words I wrote, and there was an extra sheet that I utilized. And for the task 1,
did you ask for the extra sheet from there?
Yes.
They provided you?
Yes. 1 sheet is allowed. 1 sheet is allowed.
Only 1 sheet.
Yes. Extra sheet. And for the task 1, I wrote around 180 to 185 words. And I nearly mismanaged the time, but Alhamdulillah, I got it.
Okay. So about listing, did they start their own time? Exactly
Yes.
1 o'clock?
Not exactly 1 o'clock. I think it was 1:30.
1:30.
1:30, I think so. I think so.
Provided you wireless headphones for that?
Yes, there was wireless headphones and the voice was
Clear.
Yes.
So did they give you recording before? It was a test audio.
Yes, they gave us an audio, and there were
Check
some
the
guys.
quality of the voice
Yes.
before we have it.
There were some guys that complained about it, but fun fact was that they didn't even turn on the headphones, so there was no problem in the headphones.
Okay. So did you bring anything with you on the day of exam with you? Pencil, erasers, or sharpeners, or they provided you all that?
They provided us, although I brought it there. but they asked us to leave the things, anything we had.
Come inside empty-handed.
Yes.
Leave the room empty-handed.
The ma'am was saying out loud that we have the things of.
You don't need to carry such things.
We have the things of top quality.
And that's the question that mostly students ask: should we carry these pencil erasers and sharpeners and other things with us?
Yes.
So we say no, you don't have to carry these things over there.
Water bottle was also given.
How about the identity?
The identity is the must thing.
Yeah, this is the first thing that they usually have. They don't allow you to enter inside until you don't have your identity. And the identity that you provided on the time of booking.
Booking, exactly.
Okay? If you provided the passport on the time of booking, you need to carry that with you on the day of exam. If you provided the passport on that day and you're carrying the CNSE, you'll not be allowed on that day. Okay? And obviously you provided the CNSE and you had to carry that with you and carry it with you.
There were some guys that encountered the same problem, but they got out. They booked the test via CNSE and they brought the passport with them.
And that's a major problem. Yes. And that could be a huge problem on that day because the time is running out for you, and who is the one that will go back to your home, and this will take 2 hours, and sometimes if you're out of your city, and it may take like 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes.
Lucky for them, they also had CNIC in their pockets. So if not, that would be.
It wasn't that
yes.
Problematic situation for them.
Exactly.
Okay. And how about reading?
Reading was easy for me.
The 3 passages and the 40 questions.
Yes, exactly.
Did it provide you the color answer sheets for that? With the colors.
There was color. I think reading was considered green, and
the blue.
Listening was red.
And the listening was the green, and the reading was the blue.
No, there was green and red. The colors were red.
Green, red.
Green and red.
They usually provided the green and blue. Okay.
Mine was green and red.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So did you transfer the answers on the right side of your answer sheet?
Yes.
I
I double checked. It could ruin all your hard work.
Yes. Okay. So did it take almost 3 hours for you interview as a whole?
Almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
All these 3 activities.
We entered 1:30 and we leave the hall around 4 o'clock.
Is there any suggestion that you want to give to your friends?
Relax. Just try to be calm and relax.
Sleep well before night of exam.
Sleep is necessary.
Okay. You spend your night before the exam while reading that. You'll be
that's
sleeping.
not gonna help. I don't think so. That's gonna help.
Did you eat something before the exam?
Before the exam, not for the listening and writing, but for the speaking and writing. Not for the listening and reading, but for the speaking and writing. And I think so. These are the two skills or 2 modules you have to practice a lot: speaking and writing. Other 2 are also important, but these are the 2 important modules which can make sure test worthwhile and worth standing.
Okay, it was fruitful talking with you. Hopefully the others will get the benefit from your expertise, your experience that you had with your British Council for your IELTS exam. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.